If I wanted to lose 20 pounds of fat by summer this year, this is exactly what I would do. Honestly, it's probably more simpler than what you're even expecting. Most women think that they need the perfect diet, the perfect workout, the perfect motivation, and that's why they keep starting but they never get any momentum. Let me show you the simple plan that I will follow so that I would lose the fat, I will keep it off, I will feel stronger, more energized, and more confident even during the journey. It was November 2014. I was walking down the corridors of the mall with my 2 children and holding them on both hands. I caught myself in the mirror and I couldn't believe what I saw. I saw a reflection of me. I had gained so much weight after my second pregnancy. And in that moment, I knew something had to change. And so what did I do? I went to subscribe for an annual gym membership in December for the following year. And I got to work, I started following the plan, and in 9 months, I had lost almost 30 pounds of my pregnancy weight. This was more than 10 years ago, and I've kept it off since then. So I'm going to show you the plan that you can follow for you to lose fat and to keep it off. The first step is you need to make a commitment. Fat loss, decision to lose weight starts from making a commitment. If you don't decide that you're going to do this, you're not going to do it. So make a commitment. Decide that today I am going to start taking steps towards my fat loss goals. And decision means you're cutting off every other option. So there's no going back. Until you achieve your fat loss goal, you're going to stay the course. Imagine how you feel by summer this year. You've lost all the fat you wanted to lose. Your clothes feel better. You are confident. You have energy. So make a decision and make a commitment to lose that fat. Step 2, I would eat whole foods most of the time. Food in the natural state with which God has created them. For example, a potato is a potato, but chips is different from potato, even though some chips are made from potato. So make sure that most of your meal, as much as possible, are made from whole foods, because whole foods are filling and they're very difficult to overeat. So you're going to choose to eat whole foods. Imagine you seeing a bowl of vegetables and fruits and natural foods and you're excited. Imagine eating just enough and you feel full for hours. That is what whole foods will do for you. Step 3, remove all added sugar, all refined sugar and ultra processed foods from what you eat. Fat loss involves eating the right thing, but you also need to stop eating the wrong things. Sugar is addictive. The more you eat sugar, the more you want to eat sugar. So you need to decide. Remember, the first step is decision, and make a commitment. For you to lose fat, I'm going to commit to this. And taking refined sugar out of your diet is going to help you, because there's a tendency for you to eat sugar and to eat more and more sugar. And then ultra processed foods. These are foods that are ultra processed. They are hyper palatable. They are designed for you to keep eating and not get full. So if fat loss is the goal, you cannot afford to have these kind of meals in your diet. Step 4, I'm going to identify 3 to 5 nutritious meals that I can repeat over and over again. There's a myth of variety, and this is why many people find it difficult to lose fat. There's something called decision fatigue. You make over 200 decisions around food on a daily basis. What to eat, when to eat, where to eat. So you want to reduce that decision fatigue. Identify foods that you can eat on repeat. You can eat the same meals for same meal for breakfast. You can eat the same meal for lunch. You can eat the same meal for dinner, and maybe alternate once in a while. And you can also add variety of those same meals, so you keep things interesting and not boring. But if you want to lose fat, you want to cut off that decision fatigue and make sure that you know what you're going to eat per time. Imagine you coming to the kitchen and you know exactly what you're going to eat. Imagine waking up in the morning and you know what breakfast you're going to eat. That's going to take a ton off you, and it's going to help you to achieve and succeed your fat loss goal. Number 5, you're going to eat enough protein and vegetables. If I'm going to lose fat, I'm going to prioritize protein. So I ask myself every time I'm eating, where is my protein? I ask myself, where is my protein and where are my veggies? Make sure 50% of your plate is vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables, green, leafy vegetables, colored vegetables. Just make sure your plate is colored. And then the remaining half of your plate half of it is made up of protein, lean sources of protein, like fish, like egg, like chicken. So prioritize protein and vegetables. And then the remaining quarter of your plate can be complex carbs. Remember, we're focusing on eating whole foods. So your choice of carbs has to be complex carbs so that they give you the energy you want, but they don't make you eat or overeat. Step 6, I will weigh myself every day. Now, concerning weighing yourself, a lot of people are scared of the scale. A lot of people run away from the scale, but scale is just giving you data. It doesn't define you. It's just data. So you just overcome your fear of weighing yourself and weigh yourself. What this does is that it creates awareness. You then begin to see patterns of how what you ate the day before is impacting on your weight. And because fat loss is your goal, you also want to be using that to track. So you know that you're on course and you're not off course. So embrace the scale, weigh yourself every day. If you want to take it a step further, you can weigh yourself in the morning and in the evening every day. But if you weigh yourself once a day, that still works. A client of mine will do everything but will refuse to weigh herself. And then when she weighs herself, she realized the scale is not moving. But when I told her to track her weight every day, she began to see how her habits are impacting on the scale. And today, she weighs herself every day. And she's on track on her fat loss goal. Step 7, I will walk every day. You are designed to move. That is why you have joints. So walk every day. Walking is one of the most underrated habits that you can develop, not for fat loss, but for fitness and health. So walk every day. Now, whether you're going to do up to 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, depends on where you're starting from. Just get started and gradually increase the number of steps that you walk every day. Try and split your walks in different chunks during the day. But, I mean, if you have to take a long walk, it's still better than nothing. But make sure that you walk every day. And when you walk, you get clarity. You have so much energy. Imagine going for a walk and being able to think clearly, having the energy that you deserve. And it also burns calories. There's something called non-exercise activity thermogenesis, NEAT. And NEAT is the amount of calories you burn from non-structured exercise. And walking is part of it. That is, not fast walking, just regular walking. So make sure you walk every day. Every day. You can start with 5,000 and gradually increase by 1,000 till step 8. I will strength train 3 times a week. Muscle is your secret weapon, not only for fat loss, but for anti-aging. Because you are trying to lose fat and keep it off, you need to build muscle. So initially, your fat loss is going to come from food. However, in order to sustain that fat loss, you need to ramp up your metabolism, and muscle will help you to do that. So strength training 3 times a week. Focus on the compound movements, the lift or the hinge, the push and the pull, the row, the squat and the press. Those compound movements, because they will maximize your effort and you don't spend so much time in the gym. A couple of minutes, 30 minutes, 3 times a week will do the job. Imagine feeling strong and capable. Strength training will not only help you lose fat, but will help you to build strength. You're able to climb the stairs without all those pains and those aches. You will walk tall, confident. That's what strength training will do to you. Step 9, I will stop eating by 8 p.m. Because many times people are eating properly during the day, but at night they undo all their right habits with eating every and anything. But one of the things that you have already committed to is to cut off refined sugars and ultra-processed food. But even if you are eating healthy, you can't overeat. So be mindful of your portions. And one way to to ensure you don't do that, it is stop eating in the evenings. 3 hours before you go to bed, stop eating. But set a time for yourself because you know your schedule. So if you sleep by 10, you stop eating by 7. If you sleep by 11, you stop eating by 8. But honestly, stop eating. You are able to control how much you eat, and then you sleep better. It's okay to go to bed a little bit hungry. I heard that from Trainer Joe's. You are not starving, you're just hungry. Embrace the hunger and go to bed. You'll be fine. Step 10, I will track everything that I eat. Why? It creates awareness. People underestimate how much they're eating. So tracking. Now there's so many trackers out there you can use, but you can also write it down. So find a way to monitor everything that goes into your mouth. You then become aware and realize, oh, I'm actually eating more than I'm supposed to eat. Or I'm actually allowing some things to go in, like snacks, like extra portions, clearing off your children's plates, all those things. When you start tracking, it creates awareness and impacts your choice. So imagine waking up and realizing, oh, this is what I ate today. That feeling of, I can account for everything that entered my mouth is great. And it will keep you on track on your fat loss goals. So these 10 steps are what I would do to lose 20 pounds of fat. Now it's summer this year, you are 20 pounds lighter, your clothes are fitting beautifully, you have so much energy, you are confident, you have built a system and you have built the discipline, not only to lose the fat, but to keep it off. Not because you are perfect, but because you followed a plan, you committed to it, and you did it consistently. And that is where transformation happens. So here is the question. If the plan is simple, how come women don't follow it? How come women are struggling to lose weight? Why does progress feel difficult even when you are trying? I will be covering that in the next video. Watch it here.